John Altman is an accomplished musician, arranger and composer who has worked with many musical greats including Bob Marley, Eric Clapton, Van Morrison and Jimi Hendrix.
He had all little tricks, none of which we'd ever seen before, but he said to me, you know, I took them all from T-Bone Walker. I think the 60s were the sort of defining moment of everything that had come before and everything that's come since. I was very lucky to be in at the beginning of it and become a part of it.
We caught up with John at the Angel Film Awards in Monaco, where he was honoured with a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Had a wonderful career so far, and thankfully it's not over yet.
His movie soundtrack work includes arrangements for Monty Python's Life of Bryan and James Cameron's epic Titanic. John Altman is the musical arranger and conductor for the Titanic Memorial Concert in Belfast that features Bryan, Ferry and Joss Stone amongst others, and is being shown live from the Titanic Slipway in Belfast on BBC2 Saturday the 14th of April.
A sort of a year of Titanic, basically. I scored all the period music for the Cameron movie, so they're releasing a 3D version of that in April, which I'm putting together an album of the material I wrote for the film. And also there's a BBC2 gala celebration live at the shipyard at Harland and Wolff in Belfast, where the ship was built. And I'm musical director for the show, and we're lining up some very exciting artists to perform in it. I come from a family of well-known arrangers, and it was something I could always do. I've never had a lesson. I gave up formal music lessons at 11, but I always could hear, if I played a record, I could say, well, the violas are doing this and the cello are doing that, and there's a bassoon doubling the cello, and I can hear an oboe in with the violins. So I had a very good ear, and I could always write music. I started composing at 7. I got a phone call from her management saying she wants to do a 1940s style song, and you've been recommended because, you know, I've been told that that's right up your street. So they sent me a copy of the song and I wrote the orchestration. I hadn't met her. We went into the recording studio and the session was booked from 10 in the morning till 1. Got the band there, rehearsed the band, no sign of her. 11, 12, 12:30, no sign of her. The band are sitting around, and that particular song, It's So So Quiet, is driven by the vocal, you know. So in normal circumstances, what you would do is put on a click track, record a backing track, and then the singer will come in much later and do it. But we really needed her there to perform. So she arrived at 5 minutes to 1 and skipped into the studio. You know, I'd sort of never seen a woman in her 30s sort of skipping around, but there she was, very happy. And I said, we really need to move on this because we lose the orchestra in 5 minutes. And she said, oh, I thought we had them all day. And I said, no, it doesn't work like that. She said, right, let's get down to it. So she went into the recording booth, they put the light on, she started singing, I started conducting, and 4 minutes later the record was done. And that's it, that's what you hear.
You fall in love, sing blue, the sky up above, sing blue is caving in. Wow, wow! You've never been so nuts about a guy you wanna love, you wanna cry, you cross your heart and hope to die.
It's the first take, so it's extraordinary. I mean, 4.5 minutes on the record is actually what was recorded. First take, and you really get it. You hear it. The excitement of it is the first take. You know, it's the first time anyone did it.
You broke the spell. This is swell. You almost have a fit. This guy is scorching. I got hit. There's no mistake. This is it.
And I got a call from Eric Idle saying, "I've written this song, this tune. I've got this idea. If I send it over, could you have a look at it and see what you think for the film?" So I got it on a demo, and it was just Eric playing guitar and singing, you know. And I said, well, we could have a key change and you know, maybe a little answering thing, and I basically wrote the whole arrangement and changed some of the chords to make them more sort of 1930s style. And it went into the film as a throwaway, really, at the end. In fact, I remember calling Terry Jones and saying, how much do you need of this song? He said, oh, about 20 seconds. So I rang Eric and said, Terry wants 20 seconds of the song. And he said, oh, the hell with him, we'll do the whole thing, you know. So, but Terry, to this day, doesn't like that song. And will gladly say, you know, oh, I thought it was terrible, oh, it's an awful song, oh, but it's sort of haunted us for the rest of our lives.